Hello, my lovely Leos. I am the Queen of Clovers, and welcome to my channel. Let's see if we get that perfect. And this is your general November reading. It could be for anyone, anybody, or nobody. Cross watchers, welcome. Ooh, the eye. As with all tarot readings, please take what is yours and leave out all the rest. And of course, and if enamored by my reading, please like and subscribe. And let's just jump in, because it's November. It's a whole new month. It's a little late, too. I have the house and the eye in reverse. Have you been ignoring home? Have you been turning a blind eye to home? This almost doesn't... It feels like you should be turning a blind eye to home. You shouldn't be so obsessed with home, and you need to let it go almost. Let's see what else we have Spirit telling us here for this one, because it's kind of like you need to leave the house. I know. Some of us are getting those direct messages. Yeah. Death. There needs to be a major change than per the comfortable. Home is, of course, very comfortable. You need to have an eye for the change, an eye for something different. And this is for the Scorpio season, also the Death card, which we're in right now. But I have the 5 of Coins and the 2 of Swords, and it's a resistance to go towards others. It's that acceptance. It's that changing. You want to change being left out in the cold. You want to change the loneliness and the quiet that you've been in too much, Leo. I'm not really surprised. What is your resistance? There is a resistance here towards this. I don't normally clarify, but I want to know. 2 of Swords is resistance. You want to get out there. You want to make this change. You want to get back together with people. But there is a resistance here. The Devil could be a Capricorn in your energy. Just could be that you maybe gave up drinking, and that's sober life. Those sober life friends aren't well established. Your best friends are still guzzlers. Not all of you are addicted to drinking, but whatever it is that soothes and comforts you the most is out there. Some people aren't agoraphobic, but sometimes living agoraphobically is really nice because of the fact that you don't run into those temptations or distractions or various whatevers that get you into a lot of trouble. And you've changed. I feel like this change has already happened with you. So you, Leo, you could be somebody who's, whatever you've changed about yourself, probably since last November to November, is very, so yes, that was during a lot of lockdown. And so a lot of us stuck at home or stuck without our usual business. Like, I'm desperate to take a ballet class, you know, kind of thing. But I wasn't able to for a very long time just because the whole world was home. And during that time, you definitely advanced to something else. And now it's time to take that advancement outside. It could be anything, dude. You could be a whole new degree person. But there's something here about getting out, but you don't want to get out with the usual. You don't want to be lonely, and alone isn't lonely for Leo, first of all. But, the Devil, again. Okay. Could be a Capricorn. You know, that's very interesting because Pisces got in their reading that they need to be careful about the drama they bring into their home. And you have the reading of the drama you can run into on the outside. This is like Astro World Festival issues. Because Satanism was a factor. That was the music being used. It was used to get the crowd pumped and a little out of their minds. There was some possible drugging involved. In other words, they were all, basically everyone was being led, you know. And there is this 5 of Cups. It's this disappointment and needing to, you know, this is 5 of Cups comes before 8 of Cups where you walk away. So this is a realization of the need to pour out some cups. So it's definitely, I mean, come on, the Devil card. This Devil card is more about the actual tarot that shows that you can be manipulated or influenced by others. And that happens to you a little bit more in your home. If you're catching this reading, Leo, there are some constant pressures on your life to contradict your freedoms. And a lot of that comes from being at home, based on this reading. If it's a Capricorn in your energy, for those of you that have Capricorn in your energy, this person's gone. This person is not available to you, or is with somebody else, and may still be poking at you, trying to call you in and get your attention, even though you're not that kind of girl or boy to mess around with extracurricular activities. Ooh, Queen of Cups. Yes, Queen of Cups with the Devil card and the Five of Cups. This is definitely, this shows emotional control. And you have somebody attempting to thwart your emotional control. Is it political? Is it personal? Should we check? You don't want to be one of the zombies walking, following the crowd. Oh, Leo, you are a leader. So yes, you need to be. I know cups aren't your game, but look at that emotional control. So much so that she controlled the water moving around her. The queen, the water bowl in front of her is empty because she's controlling the water around her. And that is the message for you. There is some deadly water, deadly cups in your midst, and you're going to want to stay away. If you're at the Astro World Festival, I'm really sorry that you had to go through that. I just think a lot about Ariana Grande and the guy that was on stage during the Vegas shooting. And Ariana was on stage during Manchester, I believe. And the things they've spoken about publicly, you can see the fear and the sadness and the difficulty in their eyes and their hearts when they bring it up. I really think she did. She admitted she had PTSD, Ariana Grande, and, great fear. And, she had to go back and perform there. Thank God she's young and able-bodied, because she went back, had to go back there and perform again. Mostly to overcome her fears, or to free her fears. And this is that there is a freeing of fear here. And you may not have been there, but there's a freeing of fear here, that you could be so enthusiastically charged as Page of Swords that you can get carried away and dragged down into a deep hole of disaster, such as these people did, the encouragement that they were. One of the reasons you don't want a fully drunk crowd is because they will make those surges. They will trample people and not look back without thinking and giggle. I mean, it happens at religious temples when they're overcrowded. And this is that fear that you will be held accountable for these group actions. And you want to hold on to your emotional control so that you don't get sucked into this. The victory is about self-control. It is the justice for you. The justice card, this is victory card, and you do have that victory coming in by don't be dragged down, because contain your justice, your position of right and wrong. I always tell my boys, and they'll say, well, this person thinks this and this, and I did this and this because of this and this, and I'm dumb, or they don't like me, or they think I whatever. And I said, that's not important. You got to live with you. You're the one that's going to have to face the Jesus music and the climbing the stairs, or going on the thing in Soul at the end of your life, or becoming whatever. You're the one that's going to have to deal with your life. So it's very important you commandeer your idea of what is right and wrong and make it your own, because it's above the law. As in, you're not above the law, but your morality is above the law. And you know that in this certain situations, you can get carried away. And there is a fear here, Leo, that you will get carried away and you will hurt somebody. And not just because, this is less about somebody who was there and more about Leo knowing your personality and how you are when you know, I mean, I've been there when I was really young, and I remember being at 17 and putting your hand up in the first row, if you kind of creep in and you can crawl between people's legs when I was 5 feet tall and 100 pounds, and you could put your hand on your speaker and you could feel it moving. Yes, this is why I'm half deaf. So if you yell at me or you talk to me on the phone and I don't understand you, I am so deaf. I did things like this all the time. I blasted the speakers on my Walkman all the time, loud music, which is great, unless you want to hear after 40, which I can attest to. Yes, you will lose your hearing and be telling your kids, what did you say? What did you say? But I just remember the excitement of it. And I've been through a mosh pit at that size and gotten knocked down and still got back up and run back and forth just a few times just to say I did it. And the excitement of it, you get pulled in. And Leo, this is the fear of what you can get pulled in. And some of you might be feeling a little bit like, I need to stop getting pulled into shit because look what happened there. And I need to start making my own determinations, controlling my emotion, making your own determinations and stepping forward. Not going, go with the flow. This is not the success that you earn on your own. The Six of Wands, upward success, does not involve this Page of Swords getting swept away and being a ridiculous fool. For real. That is getting carried away too far. And Leo, I don't know if you're scared. I don't know. There's something here about you guys just need this message. And maybe it's not just you. All right, Leo, this is you as the Queen of Wands. I'm a Queen of Wands too. This is the Pleasure Queen. This is a very, very high emotion, but excitement-wise, magical woman, black magic woman, And I do have the Empress. Oh, it's the Empress. The Empress in reverse. And I know Leos can be quite magnificent creatures to see out on the stage in the wild, doing their magic tricks, pulling us into their energy and like, wow, look at the Leo. You shine, Leo, which is wonderful, but there's this fear that you will just shine and you won't actually make anything or actually build anything or even build a home like a woman should or a man should, whatever that is. There is this fear of not enough. And I think it's that 1111 portal too that's pushing on you, that's saying, where do I really belong? Do I really want to be these suckers that I'm not even joking, that takes a bullet at a festival or gets stomped on because I wanted to be close and listen to somebody else's music? It is that exciting that at one time you believed so. Like I said, I've been there, I've done it. It's magical, isn't it? It's amazing stuff that you can get into and crawl into and be part of. And Leos, I know you have a face that opens doors, or a heart that opens doors even. And so I know you've been to some of these things, either as a younger person or even now. And it just, is it enough though? Sometimes you move beyond. Oh, one card only, please. It's like 5 cards. Sometimes you're going to move beyond. My son and his 2 friends were here today, and they're 23, and I said, oh my God, isn't 23 the worst age? 23 was the age I decided I needed to get my shit together and go to USC and do something, right? 23, and they're all talking about, yeah, we're starting to feel it, and the 21-year-olds kind of suck now. Yeah, because you guys are outgrowing them. This is kind of advice from Spirit, Leo, because you're here and you're reading with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. This is kind of weird because this is Spirit being like, you're not a newbie anymore. You're way stronger than that. There's this, I'm picking up youth and just youth, like naivety, like not knowing how to make a car payment or, get insurance for it. But this is like being ahead of that, Leo, and it is being the strong one and being, people like, look at this woman, look at her beautiful mane and look at her strength and the lion part of you is calling out for more than just, paying the bills and, things that you thought were important and would set you up for life when you were 20 or 18 even, aren't taking you there anymore. And you've managed that pretty well. A lot of you Leos have managed the physical world pretty well, it seems. But in this reverse, it's telling me that it's kind of like, so what? A lot of you are like, who cares? It doesn't really matter when you've been through what you've been through, a life you can't walk away from. And I do have this 8 of Cups here next to this. And you think there's things in your way. You think there's things you can't walk away from. You think that you are trapped as this queen in this position with these same flags and these same allegiances. And Spirit is saying, this is wrong. You are wrong about this Queen of Swords business. Leo should be speaking. Leo should be seen. Leo should be voicing. Not so quiet, not holding it in. So yeah, you've been through the shit. Why are you still staying there? You know, that's what my Leo friend used to tell me all the time. You've had a bad day. So what happens now? The bad day's done, the night sky is up, so let's move on. We've got shit to do, and some of that is fun. You know, that was my Leo, and this is very much that same promised energy of, Leo, why are you being so quiet? Why are you being so forlorn? Why are you kind of holding back? And it's because you're considering this emotional control. And not just emotional control, what's worth bringing in? Are you bringing in the wrong kinds of energies? Let's get some little love reading here, because there is this fear or this desire. Some of you don't want kids, some of you want kids, but all of you have that same anxiety about it, because I don't think, I think a lot of you have made determinations about what life means, about being a mom and a dad, and I don't think you guys, Leos, well, Spirit is saying you guys are afraid that the legacy you leave behind won't be that great. Either way, it still might not be enough. There's a new love coming in. They're going to try and approach you. It could be a earth sign or an air sign. Could also be an air sign that you don't want to separate from, but an air sign that you do not want to talk to. You may want to talk to them, but I'm going to tell you right now, Leo, it has to be all new. It has to be something new. This is literally like burn the boats at the shore, or burn down the house because we're building a new one, because love couldn't travel through the doors of the last one properly enough and ruined us. Literally. There's a lot here. There's a lot of ego, a lot of legacy, a lot of pain. And yes, there is this letting go of past expectations, especially with this Queen of Air. And remember I told you about the allegiances here? Those are the first things Spirit is asking you to drop, are these flags. Are you holding space for a lover who probably ain't ever coming back? Spirit is saying to stop it. Because there is somebody coming forward to you that is a new love, that is an opportunity for something that isn't as painful, isn't about like who's going to win. It's about just being together and enjoying each other's company. There's a lot here about speaking openly and freely. Let me get you another hint about this person. 8 of Diamonds, 9 of Wands. I think that's Capricornian energy. Again, oh my gosh. But this person is defensive. This person is trying to like protect themselves a little. So both of you are going to like inch in this relationship. But it is something you can't walk away from. And you don't have to walk away from, because this person is going to come towards you and pretty much drop your heart in. They want to make a change in this love because they don't like it. It's disappointing. You get the 5 of Cups in as well, and you need to be able to control your emotions to be able to communicate with this person. 5 of Swords. I don't know. A lot of change is coming in love, romance, discussion. This is 5 of Swords and 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is, they're all change cards in the cartomancy. Less about like oh, this is the disappointment card. No, this is just change. Major change is coming. And there's usually an encounter in the fives. And this is going to be a love encounter, and they're going to be talking. There will be talking. And if you can't speak, if you hold your tongue in front of this person, pretty much if you hold your tongue in front of any lover right now, you're going to lose them. And Leo, I know it's not hard for you to talk, so good luck with that, my darlings. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. Speak freely, my love, but don't be cruel. Please like and subscribe if enamored by my reading. Definitely check back for more readings coming up. And have a great November, sweet November, my lovely Leos. Hang in there, my dears. Life is... You're going through a tough change. You will come outside different. And Spirit don't want to tell me what that is because you're going to like it. All right, have a good one, my loves.